Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, aka Man of the People. And for those that haven't seen the ManDem United podcast before, it is the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, please. So get your comments, get your questions in on Manchester United. And of course, whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back after the live, either or, people, please make sure you hit that like button. Let's get them likes up. Let's hit double figures. That's where we always start. That's the first milestone. So let's hit double figures. Let's get up to 10 likes, people. Make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. You can go to Sarcasm City TV. You can see it on the t-shirt right there. Just type in Sarcasm City TV on any socials, or at That's Me Flawless that you can see there on the screen. Retweet and like from the Twitter, share from the Instagram, or you can just click the share button and share it to all of the socials that you are active on. And just as important as those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is road to 5K, people. Road to 5K, people. Road to 5K. So hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe, because then we can have the 5K party as well. So yeah, please keep me posted in the chat on the amount of likes we are on. But as you can see from the title, people, Manchester City, Crystal Palace, and Arsenal, three big games coming up for Manchester United. I wouldn't go as far as to say a season defining, because I don't think we can win the league anyway. I may be in the minority, it may be split 50-50, but me personally, I don't think Manchester United can win the league. Our squad is too thin. Of course, we'll be talking about Weghorst as well, because that deal has now been, it's not just been agreed, it has been 100% confirmed. I'm not sure if he will be available for the Manchester City game. I'm not sure. I believe he has to be registered by Friday, 12 p.m. So it's only Thursday, so we got a day to do it. So hopefully we can get it done. But like I said, Manchester City, Crystal Palace, and Arsenal, three big games coming up for Manchester United. It's Manchester City on Saturday, then it's Crystal Palace on the Wednesday, and then the following Sunday is Arsenal away. But even if we were to win all three games, people, I still don't think we can win a league title, even with Weghorst in, because our squad is just simply too thin. Squad is too thin, and we are 2 or 3 injuries away from having to rely on squad players consistently. As good as the squad players have been, as good as Ten Hag has been as a manager this season, I still don't believe that Manchester we can rely on them players over a 6, 7, 8 game period. I'm legit. Wan-Bissaka's played well, but I don't want to be relying on Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, McTominay, Fred, Kobbie Mainoo, who played obviously as a kid, Alanga, Palestri. Like, I don't want to have to be relying on those players I named there, who are the squad players. A lot of the players who played against Charlton in that game over a title charge. No, I don't want to be relying on McTominay or Maguire or Lindelof or Fred or Wan-Bissaka over a 7, 8 game period when there's games close together. No, I don't want to be relying on those players. And that's why I don't think we're in a title charge. Even if we were to beat Manchester City, if we were to beat Palace and Arsenal, which I think is highly unlikely anyway, I don't think we get 9 points from 9. Am I confident going into all 3 games? Yes, but we're playing the 2 best teams in the country, and Palace away is not easy. Palace away will be absolutely no walkover. I need to actually check their form, and I will do closer to the time, but that's not going to be easy. They have players who can hurt you offensively. So that's what I would say. But yeah, how many like check, people, right? We've gone over double figures. We have gone over double figures. Please, and hopefully my audio and my visual is okay as well. It seems to be all right on my screen as well. So that is good. But yeah, get your Manchester United questions in. I will answer them in a sec, people. You know, I'm always working when I'm working, as always. And big up to Nonchalant as well, who became a member. I think, was it yesterday? The link for the membership is in the pinned comment. So if you want to get on the channel, people, join the membership. That is one surefire way, so you don't have to wait for the fan calling show. Of course, if you join the membership as well, you'll queue jump on the fan calling shows as well. But many great perks, obviously, different levels, the cheapest level being $1.99, people. So if you want to support the channel further, look for the membership. I always try to give back, and give me any ideas for the membership as well in regards to it. What would make you sign up, people? If there's a perk that's not there and you're like, this would be good for the channel to do, let me know, and I will do my best to implement it. If it's a great idea, I'll add it, and I will credit it for it. I will give you full credit for it as well. Right, we're at 16 likes. This is telling me 15, 16 likes. 20. That's the next one. We're doing it small milestones. This one, 20 likes, people. Let's bump it up. God of Frog says, I think Manchester United are good enough to beat either City or Arsenal. I agree. We are good enough to beat City or Arsenal. If Manchester United were to beat Manchester City on the weekend, it wouldn't surprise me. If we were to go away to Arsenal and win at the Emirates, it wouldn't surprise me because we're a good team. We're the informed team in the league. I think, is it 15 wins in the last 18 games or something like that? 2 draws, 1 loss. Like, so yes, of course it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Not in the slightest. God of Frog says, Arsenal definitely rolled their luck at the moment. Don't think they're by any means better than Manchester United. I hear what you're saying. I hear this. Big up to True Blue, says big up Flawless. He says, does Weghorst go straight into your starting 11? How fit is It depends on Martial's fitness. If Martial is 95% fit, then no. But I think anything less than that, this is just me personally, I would start Weghorst and then bring Martial off the bench for the last 20 minutes. See, all of a sudden we're talking about options. Before, that's not an option. Our backup striker is Anthony Elanga. So when people were speaking about Weghorst and I was like, bring him in, we are buying on a strict budget. So to go and get Weghorst and someone of his profile, I'm all for it. Is it ideal? No. But when we're desperate, our backup striker is Anthony Elanga. Anthony Elanga is not good enough. He's not. Nathan says, I don't think it's season defining, but players, as in whoever, don't step up. They should be sold in the summer. And I believe Ten Hag will be looking at that as well and saying, well, thinking to himself, if players don't step up, I know who I need to replace in the summer. Absolutely. Ad says, big up, bro. Big up to you. I was wishing for a Nottingham Forest semi-final yesterday. It went one step better and they gave us the home game in the second leg. Should expect to win the Carabao Cup now. Oh, that couldn't have went any better. The Carabao Cup over Tuesday and Wednesday could not have went any better for Manchester United. Only thing that could have made it better was Newcastle going out to Leicester. That is legit the only thing. We got past Charlton, and then Southampton knocked out Manchester City. And then in the semi-final, like you mentioned there, we drew Nottingham Forest, and then we got the second leg at home. You're A1. Absolutely A1. Actually, you lot, let me know in the chat. I know I started these shows at 5:15. The ones on Mondays 4:30. But would you lot like this show slightly earlier? I'm debating whether to just start all the shows at 4:30. That's what I'm thinking. Thinking to start the ManDem United on the ones on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4:30. You lot let me know in the chat because it's all about what's better for you lot. Obviously, you can always watch it back and you can always join halfway through as well. But let me know. I'm thinking whether to start all the shows. Oh, the ManDem United podcast at 4:30 p.m. I might just do that from tomorrow. I may just do that. I'm not sure. I'm debating it anyway. I'm debating it. But yeah, in regards to the Carabao Cup, could not have went any better. We're now favourites for that competition. As good as Newcastle have been, and Newcastle by no means would be a walkover. I didn't want them over 2 legs. Preferably, I wanted them to go out. But hopefully Southampton knock out Newcastle in the second over the 2 legs. But we're favourites for that competition. That's the competition we are now closest to. And if we don't win it, I'll be very, very disappointed. Not even very disappointed. I'll be extremely disappointed if we don't go pick up that Carabao Cup now. Because we're closer to it than we are the FA Cup, the Europa League, and the Premier League, in my opinion. So that's what I'm saying. True Blue says, Rashford has been in fine form. You lot need to continue delivering, especially against City and Arsenal. It's going to be tough because, like I said, they're the two best teams in the league, you could say. They're the 2 best teams in the league. If people want to debate where United are, cool. But let's say for argument's sake, they are. So it's going to be tough, especially when you put Crystal Palace in the middle of that. No other Premier League side going into these fixtures would expect 9 points from 9. If you're playing City, Palace, and Arsenal, you know what I'm saying, back to back to back, if it was Chelsea, if it was Liverpool, if it was Spurs, if it was Newcastle, none of those sides will be looking at that and going, yeah, that's 9 from 9. Especially the 2 away games as well. Especially. And big up to my guy Murtaza. Says big up, hit the damn like button, people. Yes, how many likes are we on? Like check, people. Are we at 20? Let me know. Are we at 20? And let's bump it up and let's get more people in there over 30. Let's get to over 40 people in there. Share this across your socials, people. Open it up on another tab. Do what you have to do. Get on your burner account. If you're watching on your laptop, open up another tab. If you have another internet provider on there, if you're on Google Chrome, you have Firefox, open up the Firefox. Open up another internet provider and watch it. You feel me? Or if you're on your laptop, same thing. True Blue says, if it was us, we would be happy if we got a point from those 3. Ha, ha, ha. I hear you. But yeah, that's why I'm not sat here saying, we definitely gonna beat Manchester City, Palace, and Arsenal. But I'm confident going into them games. If we get 5 points from a possible 9, I'd be over the moon with that. Because I think that's a great return, especially if the draws was against. Obviously, you want to beat City or Arsenal, but let's say it was draw against City, beat Palace away, draw at the Emirates. City or Arsenal haven't got further away from us. And that's why I like it. Keeps them close to us. And then we've won the game against Palace as well. Because I believe we're 4th, but we do have a game in hand on Newcastle. So if we win, we would go above them. Because I think we're on the same amount of points, but their goal difference is better. That's what I'm thinking. But it is. But we will see. But yeah, on the Manchester City game, and I've done previews and I've spoken on this channel, and I will, as obviously when I do the show with Yan City tonight. We're all speculating because we don't know how Ten Hag's gonna set up. That's why I don't look at previous games at Old Trafford against Manchester City and go, all right, I can pinpoint this. This is a new manager with a new team. How do we know how he's going to set up? Does he approach it like he approached Arsenal and give them the ball, sit deep, hit them on the counter-attack, which could happen? Or does he look at the City team and go, you're not in the best form, you're not the best defensively, all right, let's go toe-to-toe with you. How does he decide to set up? Who does he play? Like, I think it's much more... It's easier to predict who Manchester United are going to play than Manchester City, but we've spoken on it in this channel, Fred and Eriksen, and my point still stands. I'm not saying Fred shouldn't play. Murtaza was saying it yesterday, and I understand people's points when they say Fred should play in this game. My point is Fred should not play over Eriksen. Murtaza brought it up yesterday and said maybe Bruno plays out wide right, and then he packs the midfield with Fred, Eriksen, and Casemiro. Cool, even though I wouldn't prefer to see that. Eriksen has to play. Look how pivotal he was for everyone who talks about defensive transitions and him being good defensively. He's a better player than Fred and offers us more going forward. Say this all of the time. Ask rival fans. Who would they rather see in the midfield? Fred or Eriksen? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's the same. That's when I asked Yan City yesterday, and she laughed. I'm saying, but because I know her, I can see through the nonsense. Because I was like, who would you prefer to see, Eriksen or Fred? And she said Fred, and then she laughed. And then she said, I like Fred. I'm saying. And I'm like, come on, that's like a girl friend zoning you. That's what that is. So that she would definitely, and rival players would rather see Fred on the pitch than Eriksen. And that's no disrespect to Fred, because Fred has his attributes. I'm not saying he's a bad player. But we've seen in a game like this, when we played Arsenal at home, we've seen Eriksen's impact. People say, oh, defensive transition. Every player has weaknesses. Every player. Most deep-lying ball-playing midfielders are not the best defensively. Whether that's De Jong, whether that's Enzo, whether that's Eriksen, whether that's, I'm trying to think of more, Jorginho, and even if you go back, whether that's Modric, whether that's Cruz, that's why you have a Casemiro next to them. That's why you have an Ndidi next to them. That's why you have a Rodri next to them. That's why you have these players there. Because that's what he's supposed to. Oh wait, one second. I just seen Eddie's comment. I'll get to that in a second. That's why I forgot what I was saying. That's why it's a team game. That's why it's a balance. That's why Casemiro plays next to Eriksen. Because of what Eriksen lacks defensively, Casemiro makes up for that. Because Casemiro can't do what Eriksen does on the ball. And that doesn't mean Casemiro's not good on the ball. And that doesn't mean Eriksen is completely trash defensively, because he's not. It's a mix, it's a balance. These perfect midfielders don't exist. Show me the midfielder who's great on the ball, but also excellent in transition. You don't. And Eriksen's very smart in terms of blocking off passing lanes and things of that nature, but there's no stat for that. Commentators don't talk about that, but blocking off a passing lane is just as important as an interception. It's just as important as a tackle. Because blocking off that passing lane can force the opposition to play a pass they wouldn't have played. They give the ball away, and then you spring a counter-attack and score goals. Like I said, on the ball, Eriksen is one of the best in transition. I keep referring back to it. Arsenal, go back and look at the two of the goals we scored. The 2 passes he played into Bruno perfectly. One that he wrapped around the corner for him, and then one he clipped over an Arsenal player. Absolutely. And he meant that. Because people think just because a pass gets to a player, it's a good pass. No. A pass can get to your teammate and be a bad pass. I think people fail to realize this. Just because it gets there doesn't mean it was a good pass. Just because it says 100% pass accuracy and you got 12 from 12, no. Because if you say your teammate's running through on goal and you play a pass in front of him, and if you would have played it slightly lighter, He could take one touch and then shoot. But because your pass is slightly behind him, he has to take 3-4 touches and the defender gets across. It's still a successful pass technically, but it wasn't a good pass for the situation. And that's how I look at it. Who's going to progress the ball? Casemiro can do it, but Eriksen does it better. 100%. So for what he lacks defensively, I will give that up because one, we have Casemiro next to him, and that's why Casemiro's there. And two, let City worry about us. That's why I'm looking at it. City ain't thinking that. City ain't thinking that. De Bruyne is not the best in transition. Bernardo Silva's not the best in transition. Gundogan's not the best in transition. Foden's not the best in transition. Manchester City ain't thinking like that. Are they a better team than us? Yes, but they ain't thinking like that. When we play Arsenal, Jacques is not the best in transition. Odegaard plays in the 10, but he's not the best in transition, but they're not thinking about that. How about let them worry about us? That's what we need to do. And when Martinez and Varane are on the ball and they're passing it into midfield, I want it to go into Eriksen, not Fred. But again, I'm not saying Fred shouldn't play. I'm just saying it shouldn't be Fred over Eriksen. If that happens, I think we lose and I'm livid. I'm absolutely livid. How many likes are we on? Like check, people. I need to get some new mods, man. The mods is slacking. How many likes are we on? Like check, please. And Eddie says, big up El Jefe. I think they moved the Arsenal game because of the Carabao Cup. I'll have to check that out. There's over 45 of you lot watching, which is sick. Let's bump up them likes, though. Let's bump up them likes, people. Let's see. Daredevil says, big up Flawless and everyone else. Love from the USA. EFL Cup in our hands, but we need to treat the opposition we face seriously. Arsenal, Palace and City will determine our Premier League season. I agree with the first part. Definitely we need to treat Forest with respect. And because it's two-legged, go and do the business. Go kill the tie at their place. If we win 1-0, if we leave the City ground with any type of lead, we're through to the final. Whether that's 2-0, 1-0, 3-1, 2-1, if it's a goal lead or more, fine. Because I don't see them beating us at Old Trafford. I really don't. And I know away goals don't matter, so that's why preferably a 2-goal lead. Let's go there and win 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Put the tie to bed. Because then all the pressure and onus is on them coming to Old Trafford. And I think we should do. Treat them as a relegation side. That ain't disrespectful. They're battling relegation for a reason. Marcus says, if we beat them, I'm dreaming I won't be able to be level-headed. Well, I'll let you get lost and get giddy, as Nuruddin would say. I'm not. Fred seems to make more of an impact when he comes off the bench, even scored a few important goals. Yeah, fairs, True Blue, fairs. Daredevil says, I think Ten Hag will go toe-to-toe with City on Saturday, but we'll see what happens. Hope for the best, as always. Come on, you Red Devils. Here's the thing with that Daredevil. Maybe. You might be right, but it's all speculation. You're speculating, I'm speculating, everyone else in the chat is. That's why, I don't take previous games into consideration at Old Trafford against Manchester City. How is Ten Hag going to set up? Does he go with Casemiro and Eriksen? Is it Casemiro and Fred? Is it all three of them and he sacrifices Anthony and he plays Bruno out there? Who knows? Who knows? Does he play, I don't know, Bruno from the left, Anthony from the right, Rashford up front, and then play them in the midfield three? Is Weghorst available? Does he get into the plans? Because he throws a spanner in the works. Because that's something Arsenal are not expecting at all. Ad says, Martial is due a good game and he often turns up against City. I hope he puts in a good performance for us. Absolutely. Milk says, Fred plays better against the big six. I do agree with this. I think Fred does play better against the big six because that's all his better attributes and when we don't have the ball. So again, let me repeat, I'm not against him playing. I'm just saying it shouldn't be him over Eriksen. I think that's very, very silly. I think that's very silly to take your best ball progressor off the pitch when you're playing counter-attack. Yeah, Weghorst is a done deal. It is. Big up Chimwendu, who says, good evening, sir. Thank God for Manchester United. What is that? Say that again, my guy. Say that again. Yeah, Yang got caught out because I know her well. That's why she laughed. Like, I know her well. Don't try and lie like you would, like you rate Fred like that. Don't do that. Is Dalot out injured? I am not sure, Francis. I am not sure. But whether it's Dalot or Wan-Bissaka, I'm pretty cool with because of how Wan-Bissaka has been playing. Paul says, do we not need proper playmakers over corners? I do not want to see Malacia over corners again, although I like him. Yeah, it's going to be Eriksen. Eriksen and Luke Shaw are the corner takers. And Eriksen will take set pieces. We've seen Casemiro scored a goal against, was it Everton or Bournemouth? It was Bournemouth. Wait, was it Bournemouth? Yeah, it was Bournemouth. It was Bournemouth. Daredevil says, treat the Manchester derby like a proper Manchester derby. Come on, you Red Devils. I'm with it. Marcus says, Bernardo Silva is that perfect midfielder based on your description. And he's not even the best in transition. No one looks at Bernardo Silva and goes, he's amazing defensively. He's not bad, but he's not amazing defensively. But what he gives you on the ball and going forward, you're like, cool. That's why you play Rodri. That's why you play Rodri. That's why you play a DM, a Casemiro. That's why you play an Ndidi. The list goes on. I'm not talking about, that's why I'm not talking about Busquets, etc., etc. I'm not talking about the levels of those. I'm just saying that profile type, somebody to either screen or go and destroy. That's why you play a Jorginho. The list goes on. That's why you play a Fabinho. With Casemiro sitting, I think Fred would be in his element. City build-up has been slow and poor. I've seen Rodri get caught on numerous occasions this season on the break. We are devastated. Yeah, of course Fred would be in his element. Again, let me repeat, I'm not against Fred playing, but not over Eriksen. I think that's silly. Rodri hasn't been at his best. Manchester City have not been at their best, but they still have quality to hurt us. And it depends if we're trying to play on the break. Are we going to go toe-to-toe with them or what? We're going to see. Luke Shaw to start on Malacia. I'd start Shaw on Saturday as he's been in good form. Daredevil, I agree. I'm all about form. If you play well, you keep your place. If you don't play well, you sit on the bench. And Luke Shaw's form has been good, whether he's been playing left back or left centre back. So I would start Luke Shaw at left back. Absolutely. Nonchalant says, big up Flawless. I'd argue our best performance was Spurs, and it was Cass, Fred, and Bruno brings more intensity and ball recoveries. But we have to put that into context. Spurs are shocking in terms of how they play. Yeah, they get results, but Spurs are shocking. It's not sustainable. That's why some of the fan base, you hear Jez, you hear the likes of Eleanor calling him out, because that's not sustainable. They give up the ball. They gave up the ball. I watched them play Nottingham Forest. They gave the ball up to Nottingham Forest. If Spurs just give you the ball, we could have played anybody in midfield and dominated, because they allow you to dominate. And Manchester City are miles better than Tottenham. City are miles better than Tottenham. They're not even close. They're not in the same universe. And it's different styles for different fights. City offers so much. They offer so much more problems. Spurs don't have what City have, just going forward. Never mind, check the midfields. Rodri, De Bruyne, Gundogan versus Højbjerg, Bentancur, Basuma. It's a no-brainer. And then you can put Foden in there. You can put Gundogan in there. Grealish can play in there. Foden can play in there. Like, it's completely different. Completely different. Cancelo and Walker have been underwhelming. Hopefully they don't choose to show up against us. That could happen too. That's why I don't take their poor form into too much consideration. I really don't. We know what happened last season when we went toe-to-toe with Liverpool and got destroyed at our home. But we had Oli that time. Now we have Ten Hag, proper manager. So exactly, that's the difference. It's a completely different manager, completely different player. We are miles better than we was last year. So much better. So that's why I don't take the Liverpool game, the City game into consideration. Marcus says, I don't want Wan-Bissaka playing. He's great against Sterling, but Foden and Grealish cook him, especially Foden. Wan-Bissaka gives them a yard to make a slide tackle, and a left footer exploits that. So that's if Foden plays over that side, because Grealish is not left-footed, even though he can use his left foot. That's what it is. But I don't worry about Wan-Bissaka versus Foden or Grealish. I don't. I really, really don't. Because they're not really runners, they're ball to feet. So I think we'll be okay. I trust Wan-Bissaka to deal with whoever's over that side. I think the problem, where I worry about essentially, I worry about Haaland. That's my major issue. As much as I trust Varane and Martinez, I worry about Haaland. That is my main concern. I worry about who plays in the midfield area essentially, because we know how well City can win the ball. I mean, how well City can keep the ball and just cut you open, and there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. You can play 3 DMs and they can do that to you. So yeah, don't worry about Wan-Bissaka. My issue is Haaland. But yeah, like check. How many likes are we on? What's going on, people? How many likes are we on? Like check. Are we at 40 likes? There's over 50 of you lot. Milestone, 40 likes, people. Hey, mods, what is going on? Somebody drop a number in the chat for me, please. What is going on? Someone drop a number in the chat for me. Let me know how many likes we're on. Big up to Thomas, who says, hi all, big up to you. Ad says, City have shown in recent weeks that it's almost certain that you stop KDB by pressing him to the max, and you stop 75% of the service into Haaland. That alone should give us the best chance to win. Problem is with that, even though I agree with you in terms of stopping De Bruyne, they still have other players who can feed Haaland. When you have Gundogan, when you have Bernardo Silva, when you have Foden, when you have Grealish, when you have Mahrez, you have options. When you have Julian Alvarez, and I'm probably forgetting somebody. But yes, we shouldn't just play. We shouldn't just sit off them. Actually, that being said, that could be the plan to sit off them. But yeah, press. I think press when it's necessary. I think press when it's necessary. And like Eddie said here, man, keep going, hit them likes, chat mafia, man. Let's get them likes up. We're at 33. I said 45. We'll go 45. 45 likes, people. Let's bump that up. Do you see Ten Hag rolling the dice and starting with Weghorst? Maybe. Because City wouldn't expect that. And that gives them something else to worry about. They ain't, what is he, 6? Is he 6'6"? I keep saying he's 6'6", but let's say he is 6'6", 6'5". Whether it's Stones, Diaz, Laporte, Ake, I don't know who's fit centre-back wise for Manchester City. They're not going to want to play against that number 1. And 2, they ain't going to expect it. They're expecting to see Martial or Rashford. They're the 2 they're probably expecting to see. So if it is Weghorst, it shows Ten Hag got a game plan. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that Weghorst for 60 minutes. Why not? Great set pieces as well. I think people don't realize both offensively and defensively how much he could help Manchester United. Definitely see him getting a few goals from free kicks and corners, definitely. And also defending free kicks and corners as well. Because I've said this before, say this again, our team is not the tallest. Did you see the picture of De Bruyne and Haaland sat on the bench and the caption, Pep thought it was Chelsea again? The banner, I love it. Nah, I didn't see that. If Southampton can pocket Haaland, then we've got a chance. The game was already dead. So I don't look at that Southampton game and go, yeah, because Southampton defenders can do it. Our defenders can do it. No, it's completely different. It's completely different. We have to deal with Haaland, Varane to be on him. Yeah, but it's just going to be tough. That's why I said, do I trust Varane and Martinez and Casemiro to do the business? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I trust these men to do the business. However, it's Haaland. Best striker in the league. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy. Please make sure you've subscribed if you are new as well. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. And don't forget, people, do not forget as well. Make sure you check out thelatesttrends.net. It's an online designer clothing store, people. Online designer clothing store. You can see it right there on the screen. It's www.thelatesttrends.net. The link is underneath in the description for it. It's designer brands at cheaper prices, people. So you've got Armani. Wait, let me move to the side. Here we go. You've got Armani, you've got Versace, you've got Stone Island, Off-White, Palms Angels, D2, Boss, plus more. So make sure you check it out, www.thelatesttrends.net. Make sure you follow him on the Instagram as well at thelatesttrends. At The Latest Trends. You should be following me so you'll be able to find it. It's got men's wear on there, female wear on there, kids wear as well. So, it's New Year. Treat yourself or treat your partner or treat your kids or all of the above. So make sure you check it out, people. www.thelatesttrends.net. Like I said, you can see the video on the screen, people. You know what I'm saying? Proud sponsor of Sarcasm City, man. Shout out to Latest Trends. Shout out to Latest Trends every single time. Let's see where else. What you lot saying? Marcus says, Wan-Bissaka is better against runners. I'd rather him face Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, Diaz, Martinelli. I'm telling you, close control dribbling is his weakness. Remember that 2-0 Foden absolutely cooked him. I hear this point. This is fair. But whether he's playing Foden, whether it's Grealish or someone else out there, we have no choice. We have zero choice. If Dalot's injured, Wan-Bissaka got to play. Who's going to play out there? That's how I look at it. That's why I don't worry about it. I trust him to do the business and the system and have, if it's Anthony in front of him helping out, Casemiro helping out over that side or whoever else it is. I like the way people are saying City, City are going to use United as a bounce back. They may be in for a reckoning. Maybe, my guy, maybe. City going to turn up for the derby because it's a derby. Haaland going to come with passion, probably get a card, but I don't see them winning a draw, says Shellington. We'll see. We got smoked last time because we weren't covering the runs of Foden. Need to shape up against them this time. We were just terrible. Absolutely awful. Weghorst is in Manchester soon and will probably finish his medical, and United will have him signed by midday tomorrow. Ten Hag really wants him soon, so he probably might come off the bench versus City. Either or, whether he starts against City or whether he comes off the bench against City. I'm all for it. Get the ball out wide, cross it into the box. You see us winning on Saturday? Yes, I can see us winning on Saturday. I said 2-1, but that could change depending on the lineup. Matter of fact, news just broke that he's in Manchester right now. I expect the deal to be done and registered by tomorrow. Let's hope so. Because I don't even know if Martial's 100% fit. He may have to start. He may have to start. Who knows? Yes, like Eddie said, hit them likes, people. Hit them likes. How many we on? Are we at 45? Are we at 45 likes? What is going on? Are we at 45 likes, people? Let's go. Small Madrid derby in store. Varane, Casemiro versus Rodri. Hey, hopefully it's going to be a good battle. It's going to be interesting to see Casemiro in this game as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, mine telling me 39 likes, but I know that could be off. 45 people, 6 more. I know 6 of you lot haven't liked this. Share this as well. Let's get over 50 people in here as well, please. Continue to get your questions in. Keep them Manchester United related as well. Keep them Manchester United related. But yeah, on the games, I know Eddie said that the Arsenal game may have been moved, so I'm going to have to check that out as well to see if it's been moved, because if it has, that's good for us. They moved the Arsenal game. That's good for us. Let me check the fixture list, actually. And Eddie will be back on air tomorrow as well, people. He'll be back. He'll be on for all Friday editions of the ManDem United podcast as well. All right, let's see. Even though I said, like I said, I may move the ManDem United forward to 4:30. I'm saying, because I got here at 4:30 p.m. on Mondays, I may move all of them forward. Maybe. I don't know. All right, let's see. Well, it's saying on here, Sunday the 22nd of January, Arsenal versus Manchester United. And then the 24th of January, Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United, which is a Tuesday. And then the FA Cup 4th round, Manchester United versus Reading on the 28th. And then the 31st of January, Man United versus Nottingham Forest. But the League Cup games are to be decided kickoff times. And then we play Palace on the 4th of Feb. Jesus. Yeah, these games are, whew, I'm saying, hell of a lot of games. Hell of a lot of games. That's what I will say. Marcus says, I trust this team, just the observation, but McTominay was a big reason we lost 6-3. The way he hides from the ball is embarrassing. He's just not good enough. And when you come up against quality opposition and quality operators in midfield, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. McTominay can't deal with that level. Can't deal with that level. Francis says, imagine going from Burnley to Besiktas to Manchester United. Guy must be jumping for joy. Hopefully he's another Agallo. I don't know if you mean that in a good sense or a bad sense, Francis. But yeah, of course. Weghorst's going to be over the moon. Can the keeper play the semi-final? I don't believe Henderson can play against us. No. To my knowledge, he can't. But somebody, I may be wrong, so don't take what I've said there as gospel. Because see, Francis is saying, I think Henderson is available because it's in the cup. I don't know. The fixtures are a joke. Hey, this is what happens, nonchalant. No. This is what happens when you are a top team and you're in 4 competitions and you're fighting on all fronts. You're going to get a game every 3-4 days, especially with the World Cup as well. The World Cup and the Queen dying has just congested the entire fixture list. But I don't believe he could play. Elvis says, they look weaker, flawless. Southampton 2-0. Last goal was scored in the 28th minute. They had more than an hour to get back, but still couldn't. If we start aggressive as Southampton did, the dub is ours. I wouldn't go as far. One, I wouldn't say they look weaker because they're not going to play that team. Kyle Walker is not going to play centre-back. That's one thing I will say. It's not going to be, who was it? Kyle Walker, Cancelo, Gomez, Laporte, Ortega in goal, and he was awful for that second goal. So Edison's going to be back. Kyle Walker's not going to play centre-back. De Bruyne is going to be playing. Haaland's going to be playing. So I don't take too much consideration and don't look too much into the game against Southampton. I really don't. But we have to start aggressive 100%. We could win this game, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. I'm warming up to the idea of Weghorst, but I do hope there's another midfielder or forward signed on loan. Still need to replace Donny, and another forward helps as well. I want another striker and a midfielder, preferably a 6 for 6/8, someone to play in a deeper role and be backup and depth to Casemiro and Eriksen. I don't like McTominay and Fred being the backup. So go and get somebody else on loan and go get another striker on loan as well. Whether that's Depay. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Depay. However, he's available, cheap. Go and get him. And then go get a midfielder of the same sort. That's when I'll be confident. But we need bodies. We need bodies. Yeah. How is he available? If he plays, he's better, gives us a who? What do you mean by this, Marcus? I'm lost. All right. Nah, Francis, I didn't know in it. I couldn't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. That's why I asked. But you mean in a good way. Say what you may, but Agallo played for the badge. Play for the badge hype. Let's go. Emma says, shout out to Emma, says, I think a Donny replacement is going to be one from the academy. See, that's not, yeah, Kobe Maino. It was good to see Palestri play though. I need to speak on that. I've not seen enough people mentioning that. That's another body now. That's somebody else who can now play on the right-hand side that's sat apart from Elanga. When we seen him set up the goal, he was better than Elanga, which isn't hard because, you know, the bar is on the floor, like, let's be honest. So having Palestri out there and now Garnacho, we now have two options out wide, one for the left, one for the right, which I like. I really, really like that. And yo, there's over 50 of you lot. Like check. What we on? Like check, like check, like check. What you lot telling me? How many likes are we on? How many likes are we on? And again, subscribe if you're new. Don't be in the comment section. Don't be watching and you've not subscribed. That's all I'm asking you lot to do. Like and subscribe. If you want to join the membership and check out all the great perks, the link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Big up to Eddie. You just said we're on 43 likes. 2 more, man. Let's get it up. No, not even 2 more. 50 likes, sorry. 7 more likes. We're going for 50 likes, people. Let's bump that up to 50 likes. Let's do so. I'd say, speak on Palestri, man. Elanga needs to go out on loan ASAP, not Palestri. I hope he gets more games now. Palestri going to get games. Everybody's going to get games. You know why? Look at the fixture list. Look at the fixture list that I just went through there and the amount of games that are coming up. Let me run through it again. It's all hands on deck. Everybody going to play. I can't believe it. So we play Saturday the 14th, obviously, which is this Saturday against City. We play 4 days later against Crystal Palace away on Wednesday. Then we play a few days later on the Sunday, Arsenal away at Arsenal. Then we play 2 days later away at Forest. Then 4 days later at home to Reading in the Cup. And then 3 days later to Forest. Look at the games. So from the 24th to the 31st, not even fun. From the 22nd to the 31st, we play 1, 2, 3. We play 4 matches. Play 4 matches in like the space of 9 days. It's 4 games in 9 days, people. Everybody. We are going to see everybody. We may even see Phil Jones. But Palestri is going to play, and rightfully so, man. And for the youngsters and the academy players, this is their chance. The likes of Garnacho and Palestri to play a big role. Because suspensions and loss of form and injuries, unfortunately, hopefully not too many, will happen. So Palestri and your Garnachos and Kobe Mainos and other players who have been mentioned and we've seen in the squad, even if they've not played, are going to play. Definitely are going to play. Well, yeah, you lot again, 50 likes, that's what we're looking at. 50 likes. And yeah, Jigsman says it here. Big up to you. Big up to Jigs. Says MUFC will not allow Dean Henderson to play against them, Nottingham Forest, in the League Cup semi-final. Yeah, I didn't think so. Elanga has become a road runner and we need more technical ability in our forwards as well. Palestri showed in just 5 minutes he's quick, a far better dribbler, more composed on the ball and can pass. I'm with you, ads. That's why I'm like, all right, Palestri, you going to play. It's all hands on deck. Like Forest, the domestic cup games, the Forest, the Reading, and then Forest again. Like, them players are going to play. Elanga needs to be sold, forget a loan. Yeah, here's the thing, Eddie, though. If we loan him out and he does half decent, then we can sell him. Because Everton were interested. I said it before and I keep saying it. I would let him go out on loan to Everton, then go get Onana in the summer and use Elanga as part of the deal. 100%. That's just me, though. Oh, Henderson, Marcus says, Henderson I was referring to, bro. With these fixtures, Diallo needs to come back. What the hell is taking Jadon so long, by the way? Oh, you're referring to Henderson? All right, fairs. I don't know if we have the recall clause in Diallo's contract. Who knows? I don't know if we can recall him. It might not be in the contract. And with Jadon Sancho, I'm being patient. You know why? Because we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's happening. Everybody's just speculating. We have no idea what's happening. Personally, me from the outside looking in, and this is just me just guessing, I'm not in the know. I have no inside information or knowledge on this. I think it is a mental thing, and I think mentally he's going through it. And I don't think it's to do with football. I think something's happened to him personally. That's just me guessing. Just to send someone away, it's like, all right, something's going on. I don't think it's a fitness or physical thing, because when he was playing, it's not like he was lacking much sharpness or anything like that. He was just playing poorly. That's all it was. So, yeah, with Sancho, I don't even know if he's back. Is he back in Manchester? Is he back in training? Let me know, people. Is Sancho back in training? There we go. Francis says, need to give Palestri some more minutes. If Ten Hag can mold him, he can become something great. Maybe not world-class, but maybe a Minamino type. Maybe. Yeah, we know Elanga is not good. People forget many players have been put down even before they kick a ball for their new club and become a success. I remember Saha, Park Ji-sung signing, for instance. Why sign them decent players? Oh, Saha was a baller. Saha was a baller. Louis Saha was a quality striker. The problem was he couldn't stay fit. But Louis Saha is a quality striker. Absolutely top-notch. Park Ji-sung as well did a job. uses attributes well, and yeah, Park Ji-sung is a quality, again, another quality signing. Sancho is back at Carrington, but still trained separately, I think. Hey, Sancho could be like a new signing because we're going to need that, so I'm with it. See, I didn't even know this, Jigs, man. I've heard this rumor, so that's why I'm not mentioning it, but I've heard he's had people, and I hope it's wrong and he hasn't had people pass away who are close to him. I hope not, but if that's the case, then that's why then. You know what I'm saying? Deaths around people affect everybody differently. You know what I'm saying? Some people can just get on with it and go to work. Other people can't. Other people can't. Need to give, what's this? Say this again, Francis. Say this comment again and I'll read it out. Say that again. Again, like check. How many are we on? Are we at 50? Are we at 50 likes, people? Don't forget as well, if you drop a super chat, we will stop whatever we're talking about and get to your comment, people. Whatever you don't even have to be Manchester United related. That's the only way I'll speak about things not Manchester United related, super chat. But if you super chat and it is about Manchester United, we'll stop what we're talking about and get straight to your comment, no matter the super chat. But again, how you can support for free. Absolutely free. Hit that like button, subscribe, please. Road to 5K, man. Let's share this across all the socials. The more the channel grows, the more content I can do. I think he's saying we need to give Sancho time. Okay, need to give Sancho time. All right, it was a typo. Bro's going through something, so I think this one instance I'll give him a pass. That's why I'm giving him a pass. You know why I'm giving him a pass? Because I don't know. And when I don't know something, I'm not going to speak on it. Until all the information comes out and it's said this is what's going on, and if Ten Hag was unhappy with his training and he was turning up late to training and he was being disruptive and all of this nature, I'm not saying anything on it. I'm giving it time because something seems off with it in terms of for him just to be completely out of the squad. That's something serious. And the fact that they could have just said, it's a physical thing. He's not physically fit. He's not physically sharp. He's not on it. But he said mental, which lets me know, which makes me think, I should say, that something has gone on. So I hope the rumors aren't true about deaths in his family. I hope it's not. I don't wish that on anybody. Marcus says, Ahmad is giving me Bernardo Silva vibes. Against Blackpool, he was cooking. Jadon is joint second favorite player. I wasn't sneak this in. I genuinely think they are trying to set us up with fixture congestion. I'll chill. I'm a chill and let you say the Diallo, Bernardo Silva. I'm a chill on all that. Number one. He was playing against Blackpool, but it's good to know that he's playing well. I know he wasn't sneak this in Sancho. I know he wasn't. I was just pointing that out. I'm not saying you was, Marcus. I'm just pointing that out. That people have been like going on about it, and it's like, how do we know what's going on? And I don't think they're setting us up with fixture congestion. These games have to be played. I'm saying Carabao Cup games and FA Cup games have to be played by a certain point. Europa League games have to be played by a certain point. League games is like the season's already stretched as it is. I think that the European finals, I think both the Champions League and Europa League is like middle of June or something like that. So the season's already been stretched as it is. Ad says we should all just trust Ten Hag on whatever plan he has for Sancho in his individual training program. I suspect a potential position change maybe, or he just needs more refinement in his qualities. I think both. I agree with his ads. I want to see a positional change. I want to see him play central, play false nine, because that's where we're short. Because Murtaza made the point yesterday and was like, Rashford and Garnacho one side. You've got Diallo who's coming back and Anthony the other. You can throw Palestri in the mix. Where does he fit in? Centrally. Because that's where we're like. Weghorst is only here on loan. That leaves us with just Martial. We're not going to go and sign 3 strikers. Highly unlikely in the summer, even though I would like us to do that. We're going to go sign 3 strikers. Let's say we went and got a Kane or a Tony. We would still need another striker anyway. And I think Sancho has all the attributes to play through the middle. All of the attributes to play through the middle. 100%. But I trust Ten Hag. Fully trust Ten Hag. Ten Hag has got something cooking. Absolutely. I hope that's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to him and his whole family and everybody around him, man. And Eddie's right. World Cup is to blame for all this congestion. I didn't know Anthony was involved in a car crash. Thankfully, okay, really want him to make it. I really want him to make it as he gets even more stick than Pogba did. Yeah, the stick for someone who he's now got 5 goals in 11 starts. Does he need to improve his game? Yes. His overall game has not been good enough recently, but he's 22 in a new country settling in and doesn't even know the language. I didn't expect him to hit the ground running. I'm expecting him to have impact. I'm expecting to see improvements. And I'm liking the impact I'm seeing. Like I said, if this is him playing bad or playing average and he's got 5 goals, He's got 5 goals and 11 starts. What happens when he starts playing well? He's a great outlet as well. Great outlet offensively, helps the team defensively as well, occupies defenders. I'm with it all. I like he got a trick, 100%. And I know his confidence will be even higher after scoring a couple goals recently. I don't know why my man spamming in the chat, but here we are. Let me just block, man. You know what I'm saying? Why man is spamming in the chat. Again, you lot continue to get your questions in as well, man. Get your questions in before we close out and like check. All right, we're over 50. All right, okay. Big up, big up. We're over 50 there, people. We're over 50. Let's get up to, let's go 60. 60 likes, 60 likes. That's what we're looking at, 60. And we're looking to get over 50 people as watching as well, people. So large up you lot. Well, let's see where we at. Need to give Sancho time in this type of situation. I think it's fair we give him the time and space to recover. He costs big money, so helping him through this rough patch is in our interest as well. Absolutely is. Absolutely. I'm saying we have to look after players as people. We have to. Nonchalant says, yeah, Anthony slander is mad. Is it on Twitter because the app ain't serious? Everywhere I see it on Twitter, see it on other socials, see it on the gram, see it on comment sections here, see it on other comment sections and other content creators. So, but yeah, that's why I don't take it serious. And that's why I don't debate football on Twitter. I don't. It's not the platform for it. Platforms like this is where you can sit down and have in-depth debates and then give your reasoning for, well, make a point and then back it up. That's what I do. I like to make a point and then back it up fully. And then you lot can ask me questions on why I think such and such. That's what I'm with. That's fully what I'm with. Get that Napoli winger in the summer who's from Georgia with a long name. I know who you're talking about. Claradonna, they call him. He's really good. I've seen him play in Serie A in the Champions League. Looks really good, technically good, with good composure. Yeah, he'd cost an arm and a leg, though. He would cost an arm and a leg. And does he play from the left or the right? If he's from the left, I don't want him in because we got enough left wingers as it is to me. Unless it's Mbappe, you can keep him. Do you think Ten Hag will go for a Harry Kane type striker in the summer and buy Weghorst too? I really don't know. But if Harry Kane is available at the right price, and this is just my thought process on it, he's got a year left on his deal, it makes sense. Harry Kane at 50, 60 million is a no-brainer. The issue we have with this, the issue that we have here is that we don't know the type of striker that Ten Hag likes permanently. Like Weghorst is short term. We don't know what he's going to go for. So this is it might be different profiles. He might like the same profile. Like we really, really don't know. But I've said it before, Harry Kane, 50, 60 M's, sign him expeditiously. Sign him expeditiously if Harry Kane is available at that price, without doubt. But all 70, 80, 90, 100 million, no. I don't want to see us pay 70, 80, 90, 100 million for any. Is he 31, 32? No. I don't want to see us pay that type of money for any 31 or 32-year-olds. We need strikers, not more left wingers, man. I'm with you on this. I'm with you. Did you see the City fans saying that their loss showed that they had problems that the board needs to fix up? The audacity of those plastic fans. Yo, it is what it is. Big up this disabled team as well. Says big up Flawless. Hope you well, our friend. I'm blessed. I hope you're good. I did DM you as well about the members Q&A. I DM'd you on Twitter on the Sarcasm City TV account. So let me know. Of course, people, yeah, members Q&As. That's just one of the many great perks of the membership. So we do the members Q&A on Twitch. If you're a general, not only do you get on the members Q&A on Twitch, you get on the members Q&A here on the YouTube. You also Q-Jump the fan calling shows as well on Q&As on here. So Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, your question will take priority like a super chat. So I'll star it and get to it. As you'll see on Q&As, questions will get missed because members take priority. Plus more people, many great perks. And yes, Eddie's right. Let's get to 60 likes. Let's do so. Let's get to 60 likes. And yeah, it is good to hear Sebastian Haller is back from illness. Stay strong. Absolutely. If Weghorst can cook for us, I say buy him. Rumor says he has a 10 million buy clause. Why not? If he lands and has a great impact and helps us win games and win trophies, why not? As a third option, why not? Weghorst isn't going to kick up a fuss about not starting week in, week out. If it was Weghorst, Kane, Martial, what a front three. What options to have through the middle. I like that a lot. Harry Kane, Anthony Martial, Weghorst. I really, really, really like that a lot. I really like that a lot. But we'll see. Johnston says, I think we should keep he should keep Weghorst. If he plays well, then get a number one striker as we need depth. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying. Yeah, I'm with that. Paul says sign Onana, easy to make a chance for him. Absolutely, it's easy to make a chance for him. Onana, what's his name? Of course, like it's easy. That's 1 + 1 = 2. That's really simple and that's really easy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Are we at 60 likes? What's happening, people? Are we at 60 likes? What's going on? Let me know. And as I'm with this, Mbappe is the only left winger I don't mind breaking the bank for. Facts. Stone cold. Facts. Johnson says need another playmaker too. Absolutely. This is why I said go and sign another 6 in this window. Go get someone on loan. I want another striker and another midfielder this window. Will it happen? Highly unlikely, but that's what I want. That's what I want. See what's going on before we close out. Make sure we get up to 60 likes. Don't forget as well, people, what we got coming up tonight on the Twitch. Fulham versus Chelsea watch along. That's live on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. So it's not here on the YouTube. It's on the Twitch. Link for the Twitch underneath in the description. It's Sarcasm City TV. Download the Twitch app, people. Sign up for free. And the same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. It's the exact same on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, people. And it's more wild over there because them streams get deleted after 28 days. It's even more crazy than it is. You know what I'm saying? That's like Sarcasm City after dark. So we've got that 8 p.m. Fulham versus Chelsea watch along. Then we're back on the YouTube 11:30 p.m. / midnight. The Manchester United show. You know what I'm saying? ManDem City, Jadon City meets ManDem United, Yan City and myself. So we'll be discussing both Manchester clubs and of course the Manchester derby. And then after that, we was gonna do Celtics versus Nets. So you might not get that, but you will get at 3 a.m. UK time, you will get the LA Lakers versus the Dallas Mavericks. But all of this is on the upcoming live stream schedules anyway. But I always like to run through it. I can honestly say as a Leeds fan supporting this channel and you, man, is a no-brainer. Look past the name and treat it as normal. Respect to you, Flawless. Yeah, man, of course, like, if you show me respect, I'll show you respect. Yo, you show up all the time, show love. Same back. You know what I'm saying? Whether we agree or disagree. You're a Leeds fan. I don't like your team. You don't like mine. But we can talk football and it's never, ever personal. So, yeah, man, I look past that. I treat and don't matter age, race, you know what I'm saying, religion. I don't care about all that. You know what I'm saying? How do you treat me? You treat me with respect. I treat you with respect. You support here, I support back. That's legit what it is. That's what it is. Nonchalant says, you doing any grime or boxing / UFC debates? No grime debates. I want to bring the boxing show back. I do. I need to, but getting my co-host on it that's the tough thing. But I do want to bring Big Fights, Big Nights only back to the Twitch. As for UFC as well, I'm not a UFC fan, but I do want to bring back War to the Octagon as well. I need to talk to the ManDem and get that show back up and running, 100%. I think Mertaz is a UFC guy. So I might have to talk to Mertaz and see what's what. Might have to. So I do want to bring back UFC. I do. What else we got? Francis says our wings are full, so I think our midfield and defense are what need upgrading. Yeah, our defense definitely needs upgrading. Right backs, center backs, 2 midfielders, a 10, 2 strikers. We need a lot of upgrading. Absolutely, we need a lot of upgrading. What else we got? Yeah, Eddie, big up, man. Big up. Obviously, I know, Eddie, you be mad busy, so we'll have to just do it fortnightly. Because I know you're about, but it's like, obviously, you be on ManDem United. You're also on, you're on a lot. You're on ManDem United. You do the NFL talk show as well. So I know you be busy. That's what it is. But I do want to bring back both combat shows, people. So that is something this month I'm going to try and put together. I'll at least try and get one back up and running. I will do my very best, people. That's what I will say. I'll do my very, very best. Jigsman said, if our new owners went in for Enzo and Mbappe, what you saying? What do you think I'm saying if our new owners say that? I'll just be gassed about new owners. That's what I would be. And yeah, disabled team, I just got the email about you following on Twitch. Big up, man. Salute. Did you see Atletico made a bid for Lindelof? When did this happen? I ain't see this. What's the source before I close out? Because I'm going to close out. I am on Rance's Twitch at 6:30, people. So just over 10 minutes. So make sure you get over to the Rants and Bants official Twitch. I'll be over there. I'm not sure if Aaron's over there, but we're talking United plus more. Let's see. Is it? Ad says next 3 games could either humble us or make our fan base too excited for a title challenge. Yes, and this is where I'm gonna keep my feet on the ground. If we lose all 3 games, I'm gonna keep my feet on the ground. If we win all 3 games, I'm gonna keep my keep my feet on the ground. If we win the 3 games, I'm gonna be still saying the same. We're not in a title race. We're not in a title charge. We're not good enough to win the league title. If we lose 3 games, I'm gonna say, look up, the sky's still there. It's not falling. We're still in 3 competitions. We're still in Carabao Cup. We're still in the FA Cup. We're still in the Europa League. We're legit in the Carabao Cup, 2 games away from a final. We have to beat Forest. We got to beat a team battling relegation over 2 legs with the second leg at home. We should get past Nottingham Forest. We're 3 games away from a trophy in regards to the Carabao Cup. FA Cup, we got Reading at home. So then we're into the 5th round, which is the round of 32. So really and truly, we should get past Reading and be in the 5th round. Teams have already gone out. Like City play Arsenal. Chelsea have gone out. Liverpool could go out to Wolves. Spurs could go out. Everton are already out. And there's other, Newcastle are out. So it's looking very favorable in that instance as well. And same with the Europa League. Get past Barcelona. It's looking very favorable. And I'm not saying we win all 3, but we're in all 3 competitions. So if we are to lose all 3 games, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, season's over. No. The objective to me remains the same. What I want to see, win a trophy. The Premier League is the trophy we are furthest away from. Furthest away from. So I don't care about top 4. If we win the Europa League like we should, we'll be in the Champions League anyway. But we'll see. Right, let's see what else is going on. Yeah, I'm going to try to get the UFC show back up and running. I will. Fabrizio said Lindelof was on the list for Atletico, but he's staying until the summer, minimum. Okay. Well, if they come in with a bid, go sell him. Eddie says, we drew with Ronaldo on the field against Newcastle. I like our chances. I'd like our chances against Newcastle in the final. I think we beat Newcastle or Southampton, but run it back with Southampton just because Peter was on the watch along yesterday talking rubbish. So we're going to treat him like it's 2017. We're going to treat him like it's 2017. Big up, Jigs. Yeah, you laughing, Jigs. That's why you asking me that question, knowing the answer. I'm waiting for potential new owners. Somebody got to put the money up. Hey, before I go, likes. And also as well, don't forget this show and all the other shows on the channel, apart from watch-alongs, are available on the audio-only platforms. So you might want to listen in more traditional ways how people listen to podcasts. So SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. The links for everything is underneath in the description, people. Everything. And go subscribe to Carefree Lewis G as well. Link is underneath in the description as well. How did Felix end up at Chelsea, though? I missed the whole thing. I don't know. And 2 more. Yo, get us up to 60 likes, people. Get us up to 60 likes before we go. Final few questions, people. ManDem United podcast will be back tomorrow. Myself and Eddie. That'll be 5 p.m. UK time. But I might, from next week, start doing them all at 4:30. I probably will, actually. Probably going to do them all at 4:30 p.m. So Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, all at 4:30 p.m. That's probably the plan. That's what I'm thinking of anyway. Half an hour earlier. But tomorrow it'll stay at 5 p.m. and then we'll go from there. So work in progress, people. Oh, the United under 18s play tonight at 7. Okay, shout out to United under 18s. But yeah, all in all, people, don't get too gassed. Don't get too down. So if Manchester United are to lose to Manchester City, the sky is not falling. Manchester United to win against Manchester City, it's not title races on title charge. We're going to win the Premier League. Keep your feet on the ground and look at it level-headed and look at it logically. Just continue to take it game by game and look at it logically. And look how far we've came. That's also one thing we need to realize. Look how far Manchester United have come along. A long way. I wasn't expecting us to be in this position. I wasn't expecting us to be this good. I wasn't expecting the team to be this cohesive. I didn't expect us to be this good defensively. I didn't expect us to be this good offensively as well. I didn't expect Ten Hag to get a tune out of all the players that he is. I didn't expect all the new signings to be as good as they've been. So look at all the pluses and all the pros from this season, people. There's still a long way to go, yes. And there we go. You ain't get the notification. Who didn't get the notification bell? Oh, is it Bush? Yeah, sometimes, like I said, with YouTube, make sure when you subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you stop getting notified, unsubscribe, subscribe again, and hit the notification bell. That being said, you can hit the notification bell on each individual video. So all you lot have to do is go to the upcoming live stream schedule and hit the actual notification bell on the actual video itself. You can do that. And in that way, you'll get notified when we go live. But like I said, ManDem United's, it'll be 4:30 from next week. 4:30 p.m. from next week, people. Marcus says, if we beat City, my head is gone, bro. I know you, Marcus. We spoke on this, so I'm fully aware. But yeah, love to everyone that has locked in. I'm going to close out the show here. And this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.